Hi guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome. This is an interesting episode.
This
We love BuzzFeed.
It's about me.
But it's people don't understand how dangerous it can be. 19 seemingly safe, but actually dangerous things that people do all the time. So we're trying to keep you safe for the holidays. One is road rage. You're seriously going to endanger yourself and everyone else on the road because someone cut you off. Nobody in the history of mankind has ever won a road rage contest. It's just a question of how badly you're going to lose. God. And they're every day on the news. There's some incident where people flip over, all kinds of stuff because they, somebody gave me the bird, somebody cut me off, and then you're off to the races.
That little girl that was on her way to college, and she was actually trying to flag him to ask him something.
Oh,
and he killed her. Well, okay, so he did kill her, but he shot into her car, thinking that she's being aggressive, and she's like, "Hey, she needs help." He shoots into the car. She's trying to get help. They I guess subpoena the phone records, or the friend is like, "Oh my gosh, like no, maybe don't wave at him." Like, no, I don't know where to go. First in her family to go to college, ends up dead, road rage. And she was not even road raging. She was just like,
calm down.
Like, pipe down. And the guy's like, I'm so sorry. Well, she's dead. So, you're sorry. But anyway.
Still in jail.
Well.
Not wearing safety goggles while doing yard work.
Lisa,
any yard work.
Lisa.
These are people talking. It's not me. Okay. I work at an eye doctor's office, and starting in the spring, we get at least one patient a week coming in because they got something in their eye while doing yard work, usually involving mowing, cutting, etc. One lady literally bent over and got a branch to the eye. My boss, the doctor, actually got injured this way too, which he kicked himself over for weeks. So yeah, safety goggles, people. Now, I don't wear
safety goggles. Did you see how she
looked
at me?
But I do wear readers nearly all the time. Sister, I have to read something or I'm doing something up close. And this is true because years ago, we have fire ants in Texas. I don't know where y'all live.
I don't know where y'all live, but it's a thing.
Yeah. And so there's this stuff that you put on them to kill them. And it's poison. It's nothing.
Yeah, nothing we should.
It's not wholesome, healthy, anything. It's killing insects. But I put the Androve is a brand name. No shade to them. It works.
I know this is user error.
Put it on the thing, and then it was empty. The bag was empty. So I went to throw it in the big bin, that they pick up outside, and when I put it in there, the leftover dust kind of flew up.
Oh,
now nothing right away. I kind of backed up. I did at the time I was younger, so I wasn't wearing readers. Well, like the next day or two, my eyes, y'all.
Oh no!
I mean, all kind of stuff was going on, and so I'm trying to think. Is it allergy? Is it
what's happening?
What happened? What did I do? And then I remembered that. But I went to the eye doctor. I'm telling them what it is. Of course, I'm getting all kind of medicine drops, this, that, and the other. But it cleared up. But that's true. So even something as simple as that could have been very dangerous.
My dad's had multiple injuries. I've had a few. I feel very attacked by this because I, sad to say, do not even own safety goggles, but I do stuff.
But you wear glasses.
I do.
Now, anything over your eyes helps.
It does.
It really does.
But I'm not going to lie. There's times I need to have on full safety
the real
goggles,
thing.
And I'm just like.
Yeah. But really, I mean, it does. It
is a barrier.
But just some barrier to that.
Yikes.
As an RN, I have to say it's people not getting vaccinated. So many diseases and deaths could be avoided by a simple vaccination. The other dangerous and harmful habit is listening to these idiots on social media who have no clue. So unless it's your doctor telling you you don't need this vaccine, or you might have a condition that would, this vaccine would do something to you. Listen to your doctor. Listen to the doctor.
As much as I love Reddit, stay off Reddit.
Yeah, just don't.
No, I had a patient years ago that died. Both the children, sister and brother, were in a very large hospital in Texas. And for HIPAA, I won't say what hospital, but the parents were like crying and weeping. And I was pregnant at the time. And I gave them this dirty look. And, they were kind of taken aback. And I was like, well, thank God your parents got you vaccinated and you're going to live. But even if this kid lives, this kid has sustained brain damage from coughing to the point of suffocation, like near death. And the kid did die. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I maybe shouldn't have been so heartless, but
Judgy.
I meant what I said.
Yeah.
I meant what I said because they stood by. You have 2 kids in the hospital and you're still refusing to vaccinate, but both of you are vaccinated. Hence why you're okay.
Well, I think what it is
here you go.
Nowadays, in present day, there, besides COVID, which was bad enough, but nobody can recall in recent times like a real serious thing. Now, I grew up when polio was real,
mm-hmm.
and it was killing people and kids.
That's what it is.
You were paralyzed and people in iron lungs, and people were so grateful. I remember going to the school, my mom taking me. I wasn't in school yet, but that's where you went. Like, kind of like how they do community centers where everybody come and get your whatever. It was a liquid, something you just drink. But, and that's why, because we're so arrogant to think, that's not me. That can't happen to me.
We think that it's prehistoric. Really, we do. We act like it's.
But all you need is one disease going around killing people stuff. People are terrified. Mm-hmm. And moms and dads would do whatever to keep their kids safe. Yeah.
And now
most of you have not lived that.
No.
So and there's people in countries right today that would
kill
for a measles vaccine because it's killing their children, or
true.
A whooping cough vaccine.
Yes,
so
that's true.
Listen to your doctor. That's all we're saying. Hairdresser here. Never use a new color or lightener on yourself or someone else without first doing a skin patch test. If you end up having a severe reaction, it's better to only have it affect a small portion of your skin as opposed to all over your head.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yikes. Ooh, this is scary. Co-sleeping. I'm an EMT and will never forget coming to work and seeing a friend of mine typing up his report after a co-sleeping fatality call. During the call, he and his partner attempted to resuscitate a baby who was suffocated from co-sleeping. The mom had rolled over onto the baby by accident, not realizing she had done so until she woke up and saw the baby had turned blue. She called 911, but there was nothing my coworkers could do. The baby had been without oxygen for too long. That's scary.
That's scary.
And tough. I think
that's so tough.
I'm not gonna lie, I have done it, and not like an all night long thing. Like
you doze off,
or they've gotten up a few times, and you're fine. Please, I just need an hour or so. Now I am a very soft sleeper.
Yeah,
like I hear stuff. And with 4 kids, until everybody moved out the house, I stayed up. No, you didn't make curfew. I mean, I was up. I heard
I was
that.
Awake. Yeah.
The alarm went off at 2:15 in the morning, whatever it was, So, but if you are a heavy sleeper, and when you're sleep deprived with a new baby, you might be a heavy sleeper.
I think that's what
when
happens.
you finally do get some sleep, you kind of just really crash. So, no judgment.
No, but because I'm
we're
very
just
guilty.
Trying to keep you safe, and that probably might not be a good idea, especially if you're in a smaller bed. Like a queen, and then if your partner's on the other side, the baby, that's not a lot of room. Mm-mm. And even a king is bad, but I can ride the cord of the bed all night, not move.
I can.
I can. But if you can't, and no shade, and even in a certain circumstance, I'm sure I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So maybe just not do it.
Yeah, I'm very guilty of that. But as each kid came, I cut it less and less because I remember waking up and not knowing where my oldest was, and you talking about panic stricken.
Yeah.
Panic stricken.
That's a tough one.
And it is, but you're so damn tired.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
Just be safe.
No judgment on that one.
Driving tired. My friend had his life cut off at 27 because his dad fell asleep behind the wheel and crashed into a tree. There are studies showing that it's as bad as driving drunk or high, but that doesn't stop people from doing it. So
yikes.
Get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Or don't venture out yet. If you're tired, take a nap, get some sleep, do whatever you have to do.
And you know
just
what?
Don't
go take
tired.
a nap. Go park in a garage at a hospital. Park at a police station. Park at a Walmart. Used to be 24-hour, but they're not. If there's a rest area,
those rest areas. Is that you can go there.
Yeah.
And now in Texas, anywhere, I'm sure wherever you live, this has happened. A lot of times, truck drivers there's been really tragic accidents of somebody falling asleep in a truck and killing a whole family or running somebody off the road or whatever. So
that's so sad. And my heart breaks for that dad. Because the dad fell asleep and it resulted in. But I wonder, did he die
too? They didn't specify.
No, I don't think so. Because it says my friend's life was cut short. I think he would mention both.
Well, that's true.
Maybe not.
7 for me, it's electric scooters. In the last decade, they have become ubiquitous, at least in Europe. But since they're small and not that expensive to buy or rent, many people don't think twice about using them. However, they are pretty fast for something with zero protection for the driver. A single bump on the road can result in concussions, teeth loss, or worse. If that wasn't enough, they can cause serious danger to pedestrians because they typically move on sidewalks.
That's true.
The other day, I was driving somewhere, and someone on a scooter, but he was on the road, the main road. Now, y'all, if you've seen these scooters, I mean, it looks like it's a toy. I mean, it's not a toy.
It's a motorized toy.
Yeah,
I mean, it is.
And it was he appeared to be a grown up. I don't know how old this person was. Had to be young because I would not have fooled with a scooter. So you got to be young enough to know how to do it. But and I was thinking, this is dangerous because I came to it was a 4-way stop, which nobody knows how to do 4-way stop anymore. Just that made that you problem. And he's just zooming by, and I thought, my God, if somebody hit him, he'd go flying. He did not have a helmet on. He just was booking it. So,
guys, I rode a scooter my one and only time in Austin, Texas, and actually shout out to my friend and listener, Chloe. And I was like, I will probably only do this one time. And when I say they go fast.
I'm
a daredevil. I've went bungee jumping, would do it again. I plan to go skydiving. I love roller coasters. And I was like, you know what, girl? 3 blocks is enough. I mean, like, it moves.
Yeah.
And remember the guy on I-35 South, baby.
Oh, on a scooter.
And doing this to get over. Like, it was on the news.
Okay. Don't do it.
Please don't.
Or drive in a very safe.
Just don't do it.
Well, yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay.
You have no protection.
No, you don't. And if you're going to do it, wear a helmet. Like a motorcycle. Do all this stuff. I guess
protect your brain.
Yeah. And in a place where there's not a lot of cars.
Traffic.
Yeah.
Maybe not I-35 South.
Right. Yeah. 8, keeping guns in your home. Someone I know lost a relative because of a rifle leaning against the wall. And it got knocked over and went off and shot them.
Oh, shit.
Which was kind of a weird accident. If you keep guns, you have to be hyper
vigilant.
Now
that's some, that's creepy.
I am not a gun person. All you Second Amendment people, I'm not throwing shade on you. I'm saying be responsible. Yeah. You have to keep them locked.
Yeah, because what is a loaded gun with no safety leaning in the corner?
Yeah. So you have to do all the things to keep yourself and your family safe. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And that's another thing. Nearly every day, but because we live in Texas, which is gun heavy, somebody got a kid.
That's true.
A kid got shot. A kid took a gun to school. Somebody accidentally something with a gun.
That's true.
So it's not like it doesn't happen. It happens frequently.
And we do need to be hyper vigilant.
But
that's like some what was that movie where like everyone was scared because the logs fell off the truck?
What's it called? Where they die in weird ways.
Fatal.
No, not Attraction.
I was about to say that too.
Okay.
Anyway,
we'll think of it.
Jesus.
9, taking several over-the-counter cold remedies all at once.
Who the fuck? Who does
Many
that?
have Tylenol, so the person might be unwittingly overdosing on Tylenol or other
Final Destination. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Or other safe cold medications. Read the labels. Now, FYI, for those of you who don't know, depending on your age, depending on your whatever might be wrong with you and things, I think it's Tylenol messes with your liver.
Yes.
And Motrin messes with your kidneys. Like if you take too much and you take it all the time, it does have an effect on certain organs.
Dang.
So just because it's over the counter doesn't mean it's not dangerous and that you can't overdose on it. So read the labels, talk to your doctor, depending on if you have any, previous ailments or things. I know people on both sides. They can't take this one because it affects their kidneys. I can't take this one, it affects their. So find out and pump your brakes on it. You don't need it just all the time.
I rescind my judgment now. I rescind my judgment.
Okay, shoveling snow.
Yep.
A major cause of heart attacks.
My aunt's neighbor, that's how she died.
Oh, wow. Yeah. We don't get snow a lot, so that...
And we sure don't shovel it.
Right. We just leave it on the ground.
It's going to
because we have no shovels to shovel it.
Yeah, it's going to melt.
The right kind of
but
shovel.
Where you're from, back home for you people, I'm sure...
Oh, this is scary. Never turn your back on a kid wearing a life jacket, pool floaties, or anything in the water. Things pop, twist, break, and fall off all the time. Teach your kid how to swim or get someone else to. You are not doing your kid any favors by letting them rely on something other than themselves, especially in water. Also, wear life jackets and know where you are swimming. There are so many preventable drownings.
That's the truth.
Now, everywhere you live, every summer, kids drown. I believe that's the number one cause of death in a certain age group.
Yes, it is.
So, if you have littles and grandbabies in a pool, like the gun, you have to be hyper vigilant. They can get away from you so quick. A 2-year-old. You can turn one way and you turn back and they're gone and somewhere they have no business being.
Yeah.
So they have lessons for babies and not that they will be proficient, but they teach them to get to the side of the pool and get out, or at least get to the side and hold on. So get your kids lessons. Everybody needs to know how to swim. And don't rely. I'm not saying don't use those because they are a help, but that doesn't mean that you can turn your back and they've got floaties. They're good. They're good. No, you just like if they didn't have it, you'd be out. You need to be watching them, and nobody needs to swim alone.
Nobody.
Older, no matter how proficient you are. No one needs to swim alone. So
drowning is almost 500,000 deaths a year. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Over
and a lot of them
000.
preventable.
Yep.
A lot of them preventable.
Yikes.
We just recently, Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away from getting in a riptide. You just need to be safe. Be safe. Don't go anywhere you shouldn't. And know that open bodies of water, lakes, ponds, the ocean, they are unpredictable.
Yes.
And even strong swimmers drown.
Yes.
So you need to be really hyper vigilant. Like
because we both know people who know someone close to them that has drowned. And they were strong swimmers.
And my son had a near drown. And when I tell you they can get away from you so quick, they can and be in the pool with you standing right there.
Yeah.
So it thankfully, fortunately turned out okay, but it didn't have to.
It didn't have to.
It didn't have to. So just a word to the wise. Ooh, y'all. Don't stand on a chair to change a light bulb. Get the appropriate stepladder. Now, I have a story about this. My daughter had a work friend who stood on a bar stool, and you guys have seen bar stools,
just a metal bar stool.
It's not like now that a lot of bar stools are real chunky. They have a lot going on.
We're talking about old school cheap.
Oh yeah, with just the little metal legs. And she was standing on the bar stool to reach something, and some weird way the thing flipped and impaled her.
Yes.
Now she turned out okay because before she passed out, she was able to call her mom and they got there. She passed out after she called the mom. But the mom called 911. Everybody got there and she's okay. despite, lots of
she had
surgery.
she had multiple
She's
surgeries.
had lots of surgeries over the years to repair stuff, and got to re-repair it and keep up with it. So a freak accident. So don't do it. Chairs are not meant to be
my dad
stood
was someone,
on.
that's how he broke his neck.
Oh,
it flipped from under him and hit the thing.
Yes. Well, the other day I have this little stool by my bed because my bed is kind of high and I can't hoist my ass up on it. But this little stool, and it's a heavy stool, but some kind of way in the middle of the night, because I went to the bathroom and I'm not seeing things right, I stepped on it a certain way and it kind of flipped up. And on my shin, which is, I road rash and everything on it, but that could have been something if I was standing on it, or and weird things happen.
Still cut your shin, but you could have failed.
How it happened, because the thing is heavy, and I don't know what hit my shin, because it's upholstered in places too. I don't know what happened, but don't do it. Don't do it. I live in Hawaii. Most tourists don't understand how dangerous it can be to hike there. The trails can be very steep and narrow because they were formed by volcanic rock. The rocks can be slippery and often wet due to tropical rain. Most trails are poorly maintained and the drop-offs go straight down. No soft landings here. You will fall 40 feet or more onto more volcanic rock. Oh, we rarely hike here and only in dry weather. So if you got a trip planned in Hawaii, you probably just
don't hike.
Don't do it
unless it's a designated trail.
And they're showing a picture where how many people have fallen to their deaths in this certain area. Fatal falls happen on this day, and it's telling you all the things. So when you see stuff like that posted, don't think not me.
Yeah.
Or like they're not talking to me. No, they are.
Yeah, they are. Lord have mercy.
14, ignoring your snoring. A lot of my family members have sleep apnea, including myself. My uncle ignored his and wouldn't wear a CPAP machine. His doctor later cited it as a direct factor in his stroke. He survived, but he lost the use of one arm and still has to work with a cane.
Dang.
That is a medical issue. It's a medical issue. It's not, if they're telling you need a certain equipment or you need to do, you need it.
Lord have mercy.
15, tripping over a rug. It's one of the leading causes of death at home for the elderly.
I love rugs.
Well,
but
I will say that make sure they're secure. Yeah. There's all kinds of non-slip
pads,
things.
The Velcro things for the corners.
Velcro. There's special tape that'll make it lay down. Just make sure it's safe. 16, randomly stopping meds when they were prescribed for a longer period of time.
Yes.
I'm a doctor in an inner city area and I see this all the time. If you stop antibiotics early, you run the risk of the infection coming right back and the antibiotics not working well over time, meaning it gets harder for us to cure. Also, abruptly stopping pressure or heart-related meds can cause strokes and heart attacks.
Lord have mercy.
So if you're on medication, stay on your medication.
As prescribed.
As prescribed. Yeah. And if, talk to your doctor. If you are having issues, certain medications, there's help for you. If they're getting to be too expensive, there's, you have options. Just don't stop taking your medicine. 17, ignoring an abscessed tooth or ignoring regular dental cleanings. A tooth that once throbbed / hurt when biting and then stopped likely became necrotic and died, which means it's just dead tissue. That's why you're not feeling anything. That zit-looking bump on the gums near the tooth's root is a fistula that comes and goes. Doesn't mean the problem is gone. There's a space in the bone of your jaw skull that is being eaten away and filled with pus as the infection is left untreated, especially on an upper tooth. That infection can easily spread into neighboring tooth structures, possibly requiring IV antibiotics, and can even be fatal. there's a facial space. Is that facial? I guess, in the head and neck area called the danger zone because of how easily an infection can spread if it violates that space. So dental health is health.
Yes.
So you need your cleanings, you need your checkups. If there's some issues,
address them.
Yeah. Honestly, my late husband was a dentist.
Yes.
And there are very few dental emergencies. Yep. Honestly,
it's
if you're going to the doctor, I'm not saying it never happens, and of course injury, people can get hit in the face, fall, whatever, and you have a emergency. But most a dentist can tell you this is going to blow up. Mm-hmm. You got
and
a problem right here. They do.
Yeah.
So let's work on this. Let's get this taken care of because it's going to start hurting any minute. It's going to break any minute. So just handle your business, y'all.
Yeah. And it's not just cosmetic. I think
it's not cosmetic.
We're in such a showy.
I mean, it can be, but we don't care about that. We're talking about your health.
We're talking about the actual health.
You're talking about your health. So go to the dentist, get your cleanings, get your whatever you need done so you can be healthy.
Yes.
One more. Using Q-tips too aggressively as a ear, nose, and throat doctor. I can't pronounce it, but y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. I see severe ear infections resulting from earwax and other debris pushed too far in the ear canal by Q-tips. Yeah. These infections can spread to the tissue between the ear and brain, and if not addressed properly, can become life-threatening.
That's why I don't let the kids do it. They're always like, "Can I do?" I'm like,
and if you use them, I use them. I mean, don't get all in there.
No, but I don't let them do their own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people, they're digging for gold. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just get your little wax and let it go.
And don't push in.
God. She said digging for gold. There's one more, right? Okay, yeah.
Telling people you don't know on the internet your name, age, and location, especially kids. I've seen so many young people just giving away their locations and names to complete strangers and not understanding the risk they are taking. Some of you grown-ups are on posting this, that, and other. Now, one thing, say you go on vacation, everybody wants to share. You went to a cool place, you want to share. Get back home before you share it.
Correct.
You don't want to share it
in real time
where somebody could roll up on you. Yeah. You're want to be stalker or somebody that doesn't like you, jealous of you.
They either know they have access to your house because you're gone, or they know that you are in a secluded, and by secluded I mean away from your typical family, your typical safety measures. My biggest pet peeve, and I see this every single year, people posting their kids on the first day of school. Because let's pretend
then they know
it's
your school.
You've shown with a school, yay,
their
Natasha's
uniform.
going to Stephen F. Austin, and here's the crest, and she's going to be in first grade. You've just given away your child's school location, their age, where you can find this kid, usually their whole name, because, especially Black and brown folks, we want to put the whole name out there. Such and such, such and such, such and such. Y'all pray for my baby as she starts 5th grade. Let's not.
Yeah.
You've now given roughly what her age is, the location, and there are quite a few attempted kidnappings through that channel.
Yes, I can believe that. So just be safe. We're not saying not to post and share, but do it safely. Yes. If it's vacation or you're traveling, wait till you get home. Yeah. If it's your kid, maybe just show, but don't give too much information. Yeah. About them. Yeah. Just, they're starting school. Yeah. Don't give ages or names or schools.
Have a great school year, Pookie Bookie.
Right, right. Don't put all math is their favorite subject.
Yes.
And that's it. But be safe and keep your kids safe.
Yes.
Oh, so let us be your wingman. Well, I guess this is going to be our Christmas editions because we got stuff coming up. Well, in Dallas area, we have at the Gaylord, which is a really fun hotel.
It is.
It's called Ice.
And the theme is different every year.
And we have the bus in Elf, I believe.
Is
Elf,
it?
I believe so. So, we have to bus in ice because we ain't got no ice here. Unless
that's why we're fascinated.
That's why we're fascinated. But it's super cold, and with the ticket, you get coats and stuff. I believe
you do.
Yeah.
You get a parka.
I mean, you can bring your own.
You get a parka,
but we don't have heavy coats like that.
They give you a parka because of how cold it is. Because we've done it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It is the movie Elf.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Okay.
Be a great date. It's a great family date.
It is. It is.
The kiddos can do it. You know, they sell hot chocolate and snacks. The Gaylord is a beautiful hotel. You can make a weekend of it and stay the weekend. There's all kinds of restaurants and things.
Located on the premises.
You can just stay there and do all kinds of stuff. But just FYI, save your money, go to ICE.
Okay, guys, it is November 14th through Sunday, January 4th.
Got plenty of time.
If you do groups of 15 or more, they have like a corporate discount price, yada, yada. And the thing my kids love to do when they're there, they have tubing. So at the very end of the whole thing, which as you go through it, there's like a bar that's in there and it's like something on ice and they have all the jazz and they have a few non-alcoholics. So anyway, when you get to the end, they have this huge tubing thing. They used to have snowball fights. I don't know if they still...
They do different things every year.
They do. And gingerbread decorating.
Yes. And well, a few years, I used to do event planning. So a corporate client.
That's right.
We arranged for them to go there and they had a ball. So it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
That's a good one. Save your money. You got plenty of time to go, plenty of time to plan. And it would be a big hit.
Yeah. And that's a creative date.
It's a creative
and a creative outing.
And you don't have to, I mean, you can just walk through. You don't have to do the tubing.
You don't have to do all the stuff.
I mean, you can pick and choose what you want to do, but it's so fun. You can, go ahead and spend the night and do dinner. They have beautiful restaurants there.
And just make it a whole weekend.
Yes.
That would be fun. Okay, loves. Thank you all for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Bye, y'all.